Global conflicts have long shaped the evolution of military tactics and strategies. From ancient wars to modern-day conflicts, military doctrines continuously evolve to adapt to changing technologies, geopolitical landscapes, and enemy tactics. These changes are not just influenced by the nature of warfare itself, but also by the political, social, and economic factors that underpin global conflicts. Technological advancements in warfare. One of the most significant impacts of global conflicts on military strategies is the rapid advancement of technology. Wars drive innovation as nations seek to gain an advantage over their adversaries. For instance, World War I saw the introduction of trench warfare, machine guns, and chemical weapons, fundamentally altering how battles were fought. World War II further accelerated these advancements, with radar, nuclear weapons, and tanks redefining strategies. Today, conflicts in the Middle East and Eastern Europe have driven innovations in cyber warfare, drone technology, and artificial intelligence, fundamentally altering the modern battlefield. The shift from conventional to asymmetric warfare. Global conflicts have also led to a significant shift from conventional warfare, where two state actors engage in traditional battlefield combat, to asymmetric warfare. This type of warfare is characterized by smaller, non-state actors using unconventional methods to fight stronger, more established military forces. The Vietnam War, for example, demonstrated the effectiveness of guerrilla tactics, which the North Vietnamese employed to great success against the superior US military. In the 21st century, groups like the Taliban and ISIS have adopted similar tactics, relying on insurgency, ambushes, and IEDs to counter technologically advanced military forces. This shift has forced powerful nations to adapt their strategies, placing greater emphasis on counterinsurgency and intelligence gathering. The role of cyber warfare. The rise of cyber warfare is a direct result of the increasing role of technology in global conflicts. Nations now realize that military superiority is no longer just about controlling land, sea, or air, but also about dominating cyberspace. Cyber attacks can disrupt military operations, paralyze communication systems, and sabotage critical infrastructure without a single soldier stepping onto a battlefield. Countries like Russia and China have been at the forefront of using cyber tactics to achieve geopolitical goals. The annexation of Crimea in 2014, for example, was supported by a series of cyber attacks against Ukrainian infrastructure, demonstrating how these tactics can augment traditional military strategies. Similarly, Western nations, including the US, have responded by developing cyber defense and offense units within their armed forces. Globalization of military alliances. Another impact of global conflicts is the emergence and strengthening of military alliances. World War II led to the creation of NATO, a military alliance designed to counter the influence of the Soviet Union. NATO's strategies have evolved over time, from defending Europe during the Cold War to addressing modern threats like terrorism, cyber warfare, and regional conflicts. Global conflicts have highlighted the importance of coalition warfare, where multiple nations work together to achieve common objectives. The Gulf War in 1991 is an example of a successful coalition effort where a multinational force led by the US liberated Kuwait from Iraqi occupation. Such alliances allow nations to pool resources, intelligence, and expertise, making them more effective in responding to global threats. Economic and political considerations. Global conflicts also impact military strategies by forcing nations to consider the economic and political ramifications of warfare. The cost of prolonged conflict can strain national resources and lead to political instability at home. For example, the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq significantly drained US resources and led to widespread public and political opposition. As a result, modern military strategies often emphasize swift, decisive action with minimal boots on the ground. Drone strikes, special forces operations, and proxy wars are now preferred over large-scale invasions, as they reduce both costs and political backlash. This shift is evident in US military operations in the Middle East, where airstrikes and special operations forces have been used extensively to combat terrorism without committing large numbers of ground troops. Evolution of intelligence and reconnaissance. Another critical impact of global conflicts is the growing reliance on intelligence and reconnaissance. In modern warfare, information is just as important as firepower. Real-time intelligence, often gathered through satellites, drones, and cyber surveillance, allows military forces to make informed decisions and adapt their tactics quickly. During the Cold War, intelligence gathering techniques like espionage and aerial reconnaissance became crucial for maintaining a strategic advantage. In contemporary conflicts, intelligence plays an even greater role, enabling militaries to track insurgent movements, intercept communications, and anticipate enemy actions. The rise of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning has further enhanced these capabilities, allowing for faster data processing and analysis. Adaptation to urban warfare. Global conflicts have increasingly moved from rural battlefields to urban environments, necessitating a shift in military tactics. Urban warfare presents unique challenges, including dense populations, complex terrain, and the risk of civilian casualties. Traditional military strategies are often less effective in these environments, requiring a more surgical approach to combat. The Battle of Stalingrad during World War II was one of the first major instances of large-scale urban warfare. Since then, conflicts in places like Aleppo, Mosul, and Grozny have demonstrated the complexities of fighting in cities. Modern military forces now focus on developing specialized units trained in urban combat, incorporating tactics that minimize collateral damage while still achieving strategic objectives. Psychological warfare and propaganda. Psychological warfare and propaganda have become powerful tools in modern conflicts, influencing both enemy forces and civilian populations. The rise of global media, social networks, and instant communication has amplified the impact of propaganda in shaping public opinion and morale. During the Cold War, propaganda was used extensively by both the US and the Soviet Union to spread ideologies and weaken enemy resolve. Today, terrorist organizations like ISIS and state actors like Russia use online platforms to spread disinformation, recruit fighters, and destabilize adversaries. Psychological warfare strategies now include cyber attacks that target critical infrastructure, hacking social media accounts, and launching influence campaigns to sway public opinion. Shifting power dynamics. Global conflicts also influence the balance of power between nations, directly impacting military strategies. As new powers emerge and old ones decline, military alliances and doctrines must be recalibrated. For example, the rise of China as a global superpower has led to a shift in US military strategy, with greater emphasis on the Indo-Pacific region. Similarly, Russia's aggressive actions in Ukraine and its attempts to assert influence over Eastern Europe have prompted NATO to bolster its presence in the region. These shifting power dynamics often lead to changes in military doctrines, focusing on deterrence, rapid deployment, and hybrid warfare to counter the strategies of emerging adversaries. Global conflicts have always been a driving force behind the evolution of military tactics and strategies. As technology advances and the nature of warfare changes, military forces must continuously adapt to remain effective. From cyber warfare to urban combat, the lessons learned from global conflicts shape how nations prepare for future challenges. In an increasingly interconnected world, the impact of global conflicts on military strategies will continue to evolve, driven by technological innovations, geopolitical shifts, and the ever-changing nature of modern warfare. Understanding these changes is essential for predicting the future of global security and maintaining a competitive edge on the battlefield. That's it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.